My name's Matthew, and today we're walking you around a product that we know incredibly well. This is a 2017, on a 17 registration, Lexus RX450 luxury. It's covered 85,000 miles from new, but critically, it's had one owner from new and a full Lexus main dealer service history throughout its life. So a really, really rare thing. You know, such low ownership and such great maintenance for a vehicle of this age. It's finished in Messa Red Metallic with the two-tone cream and sort of dark brown or dark cocoa interior, a really beautiful contrast between the exterior and interior color. And like all Lexus product, it's covered in features that really it shouldn't have. If you compare this to its German compatriot, it's got so many options compared to one of those cars, compared to an Audi or a BMW equivalent. So we're going to start at the front. We're going to run you through as many of those features as we can. So right at the beginning, you've got beautifully integrated front parking sensors. You can barely see them, but very cleverly integrated into this massive X-shaped front grille that's, again, lovely and basically surrounded by sort of high polished chrome. You've got Lexus's LED headlight system with the 3 individual LED light units, that lovely LED daytime running light through there. And again, I say this a lot, I really love the design of these cars. It's very Japanese, the styling. It doesn't look like many other cars on the road. Even look at the way they integrate the fog lights into the front bumper and the aerodynamics around this car. And before we move on, these are self-charging hybrid cars. So no need to plug in to charge to use that hybrid system. The internal combustion engine helps charge the batteries that are in the back of the car to give the car full EV range when you drive it regularly. Come around the passenger side, 5 twin-spoke 20-inch wheels. Again, I go back to why I like these cars so much. You've got diamond cut faces, lovely dark metallic grey on the inside of the spokes there, but most importantly while we're here and before we move on, look at the size of the sidewall on the tyres. No one at Lexus is being sort of swayed by that, I don't know, that other brands need to put low profile tyres and massive wheels on cars. Lexus is all about comfort and ride, and that says it all. They are not compromising on that. These are the most beautifully comfortable cars to drive. You've got all of that extra spring in those bigger tyres. Come down the passenger side, I'll open the door, go and have a look inside that lovely interior. As I say, the two-tone cream and sort of dark cocoa interior, it really is beautiful. And one other thing, this car has a light cream headlining, which makes the whole of the car bright inside. It gives it a really big, spacious feel. And I'll talk you through some of the lovely features of that as we go around. The cars are all keyless entry and keyless go, so you have a little slot in the back of on the front of the door handles, I beg your pardon, and if you put your finger on that, the doors will lock. If you want to unlock the car, you just put your hand into the handle and they open. Go have a look in the back as well. Huge amounts of room, 5 adults easily fitting inside an RX450. And I will shut the door and run you through the exterior parts here. Privacy glass to the rear 3/4. That includes that rear quarter glass and this big window at the back here. Lovely details to the rear LED light clusters. And before we move on, a really nice touch to have those little mud flaps built into the rear of the car there as well. Beautiful styling across the back here and a reverse camera on the bottom of the tailgate there. And as you can probably imagine, for a luxury SUV, power tailgate, a really easy to use boot separator or parcel shelf. It just slides in and slides back, not overcomplicating. And one really cool feature before we move on is you have 2 handles here. These handles are really, really clever. So if you turn up to the back of the car, you have something large to load in, maybe you've been to IKEA or something like that, and you need access to the whole boot. So you need those seats to fold really quickly. These 2 pulleys here will pull those and fold those seats automatically for you. Really handy. You don't need to get in and out of the back of the car. The power tailgate drops on that button there. And we'll jump in now and talk about some of the amazing tech inside this car. So, as I said at the beginning, it's a hybrid. So if I press the power button, the car will always start in electric. And then what you will find is if the batteries are slightly low of charge, the internal combustion engine will fire up. It will charge those batteries and then it will switch itself off again. It's all beautifully integrated. just like that. It's all beautifully integrated and incredibly smooth, to be perfectly honest. Now we'll talk about the driver's door card, memory function for the driver's seat, electrically adjustable mirrors with auto function and electric folding. As you can imagine, all of these things that are cost options on the German equivalent are all fitted as standard on an RX450. Electric steering column, up, down, in and out. And then over here, this button down here, we've got automatic high beam assist. So if I press that button, it will turn the auto high beam on the headlights on. I've got cruise control with the radar capability, with that little button on the steering wheel. And I've got and I've got lane departure warning. So if I press that button, the car will alert me if I drift out of my lane. I've got a little multifunction display in front of me. That's all adjustable. It'll go through your miles per gallon, your speed, your energy monitor, so it'll show you how the engine is recharging the batteries. The brakes will also recharge the batteries. And then on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, I've got all my multimedia controls, volume, telephone connectivity, all of those things. Auto wipers, as I say, and auto lights. And then we cannot avoid it. Look how big the sat-nav display is on this car. Look at that multimedia display in the center of the car. It's the standout feature of the interior. So clever, so massive, so clear. And if I put it into reverse, you'll see the reverse camera come to life. A really fantastic system. You also have front and rear park sensors, which you can hear beeping right now because I'm quite close to the Porsche product behind us. But again, all of those features working in tandem really, really well. This car is also fitted with heated and ventilated front seats. So you've got buttons for ventilation and heat, so I can put cold air-conditioned air through the perforated holes in the seats in the summer, and beautiful warm heat to sort of make its way through the seat in the winter. I've got a wireless phone charger down here, and I've got all sorts of fancy little bits that is really well thought out. So for instance, the last thing I'll talk about in terms of the small features, for instance, this cup holder at the front here, that's designed to take larger bottles. And the way they did that is you've got basically a platform that drops in the cup holder. So that cup holder will drop quite a long way down in order to put a bigger bottle in there, really comfortable on the dashboard. Dual zone climate control, all of your driving modes, and a button here to put the car into EV mode, which it currently shows as unavailable because the batteries need charging. So it's really clever. It always knows when the batteries are charged, you can press that button, it'll go all electric. Massive deep cubby holes down the center with USB and aux inputs, and just beautiful Lexus build quality, leather adorning everything. You know, it really is an amazing luxury SUV for, in my opinion, incredible value for money now in the UK market. So a one owner example, 85,000 miles from new with a full Lexus main dealer service history in that wonderful contrasting colour scheme of Messa Red and cream inside, and just a really, really lovely hybrid SUV. My name is Matthew. I hope this video's helped. Thanks for watching. Done? Brilliant.